friends, today what we are going to do is we are going to draw a turkey because it's turkey time, right? So let's see the supplies that we need. We need watercolor, we need crayons because we are using watercolor. We need some water, we need half a paper, we need something to practice draw, we need a pencil, and that's all we need. So let's see how we do this project. We are going to place the paper in the portrait style. So this is the portrait style, right? And then we are going to divide this into 4 parts, like draw a line through the middle, vertically a line through the middle, and horizontally a line. So now you know where to put the turkey. Okay, so you can either start the turkey on this side. If you are drawing a turkey facing this way, you can put the turkey in the left hand corner, or if you're drawing a turkey facing the right, you can put the turkey's head over here. The reason is we need a lot of space for the turkey. Okay, so I'm going to place my turkey facing turkey's head facing this way. So this is where I'm going to put it. Okay, this was just an imaginary line. This, you don't have to draw the line, but for you to understand where to put it. So I'm going to leave some space on top, like 2 finger or something, and on the side also, and over here. Okay, so this is the paper. Over here I'm going to draw the eye. Why I'm leaving some space on the top is this is the eye, so I need space to draw the rest of the head and the beak. Okay, so I'm going to start with a circle and like that. Okay, after that, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave like 1 finger space here. I'm going to draw a line like that on a curvy line. It's like a T or a J. Can you see the J? Not a big, like J's loopy part. This part is not there. Maybe a T. Okay, sideways T. And then I'm going to turn that into a beak. Okay, so far you guys are with me? I hope so. And then I'm going to now draw the rest of the head. So rest of the head, the turkey's head is like not smooth. It has like wrinkly skin, so the line doesn't have to be like super straight line. So I'm going to draw maybe here like that. Okay, it's okay if you have a line and then you do another line under, because after we are done drawing, we'll be adding lines to show the wrinkles on the turkey's neck. Okay, so far if you didn't, you don't have to add the lines right now. That will be adding later. I just wanted to show you, like, so first I made this line and I didn't like how big the neck was, so I add another line under. Okay, now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the wing. Okay, so for the wing I'm going to make like a backward 7, maybe 7 like that, and then I'm going to over here. Okay, then from here I'm going to add more lines, make U's there, add more feathers, and then I'm done with this much. Okay, so that part is done. We will add more details later. Now let's make the body. So I'm going to make the body. I'm going to make a circle around like that. So the body is done, maybe a little bit like that. Now what is remaining is we are going to add the tail feathers. Okay, so there are different types of turkeys. There are some turkeys that have like one layer of feathers, and there are turkeys that have 2 layers of feathers. So I'm going to show you guys how to draw turkeys with 2 layers of feathers. Okay, so I'm going to add lines like this. And then connect that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the second layer of feathers. So first, before we add these lines, let's draw a line almost, so from here, see, I'm touching the edge of the paper. I'm like almost covering. So I made a big C, almost covering that. And then from here, I'm going to add these lines for the second. Got that? You can even add one more set here, I guess. So that is done. Now what is remaining is adding the details and the legs. So legs, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 lines like that and one going like that. It's like 2 toes and this. You can even make a bump in the back. Maybe another. There's not much space. You can't see much because of the wing there. So because it is. Okay, now let's add the wattle. This is what that thing that hangs from the not the nose, the beak of the turkey. We can complete the maybe a little bit more. Let's add details to the turkey's wings. Let me. And then the details I'm not going to show on this one because that is going to take up all the time, right? So now I think these detail lines are just adding lines to show texture of feather. Okay, so that we can do. So I'm going to add the horizon line and make it look like it is the ground. Can you see? Yeah, that's all the drawing that needs to be done. Do you think you are ready to start drawing the turkey now? I think I am ready. Let's try it on the paper. So on the paper, we take the paper and visually divide this into 4 equal parts like that. I'm not drawing. On this part is where the head is going to come. I need space I'm going to put the head here maybe. I'm leaving like 1 finger space for the beak, a little bit more than 1 finger. I'm going to put the eye here. I'm going to leave some space for the top of the head. So this is where the eye is going to come. right? Then here I'm going leaving one finger space, and then I'm going to draw a curvy line like that, and then a J or a T, and I'm going to turn this into a beak. Okay, now I'm going to draw the head. So loose skin for the head and the neck, so it doesn't have to be straight line. Okay, then next I'm going to draw the wing. Okay, another set of wings, such long. Okay, so the wing is done. So now let's draw the body. I'm starting from here, leaving some like here. This is the top of the head. Right from here, I'm going to draw the body. It's like a circle, right? And then here I'm not drawing on top of the wings. I'm continuing on this side, so it's like the rest of the body is done. Now let's draw the lines for the tail feathers, and the lines on top I'm making it a little bit not too super straight, like wobbly lines. Okay, okay, now let's add a big C. I think this is a nice C, right? It's almost, I need you to draw this in such a way that the C is almost touching the edge of the paper on this side and this side. This side you won't be able to make it touch the edge, then it won't be a C, right? And then when you're done, you're going to make lines like rays, and here I'm going to make it look nice and curvy lines this time. Okay, so the back feathers are also done. Now let's focus on the legs. So the leg, I'm going to make it like this, and then so it's like a spread out V that I'm going to draw. So one line, another line, and then another line. Next. Okay. Okay, the legs are done. Now what else is remaining? So the details. So the details, I'm going to put away my pencil. I'm going to take the black marker. This is a permanent marker, so I can use it safely. What you guys need to do is you're going to take your black crayon and outline all this. Oh, we forgot to add the wattle. I haven't the permanent marker that is better than this. This was a new one. What happened to it? I don't know. I'll use the same one. Oh, the good one is on the floor. Okay. I have a good one now. The good pointy marker. So I'm going to make the lines. It doesn't have to be like straight lines, then it won't look natural, right? We learned nothing in nature is perfect straight lines, right? So another set of feathers. Here I'm going to add some black lines. You can do that with your black crayon, okay? You may need to make your crayon pointy. If you have a black permanent marker, you can make the lines with the permanent marker. Okay, now I'm going to add then on the neck also, it has a little wrinkly neck. I'm going to add some wrinkles. Oh, I was supposed to make the wall. So it is like hanging from here, and then you can see the rest over here. Maybe I can add some dots. Some small lines on the bottom. Now let's move on to the short feathers. Okay. Now these, so if you want, you can erase off the unwanted lines before you go over with the crayons, because after you put the crayons, it's not that easy to erase, right? Okay. Those big. Okay, here I'm going to leave some space and then make these lines just like we did here. Short downward lines. You know, a funny thing about, like a fun fact about Turkey, when the founding fathers were deciding what bird should become the national bird, Benjamin Franklin suggested turkey as the national bird, but the other founding fathers didn't like it because they thought turkey doesn't look that majestic like a bald eagle, right? So that's why we have an eagle and not a turkey. But turkey was a contender for the national bird thing. Okay, so making the toes, the nail part little darker, pointy. I think if they had made turkey the national bird, then I think it would have been like nobody would be eating turkey for Thanksgiving, I guess, because it will be rude to eat the national bird, right? So I don't know. So okay, so I added some more lines on the turkey's legs, and then here I'm going to add some curvy lines. Okay, now what else? Maybe you can add a small circle for the nose. Here also you can add some lines like this. Are we missing any more details? I think we are. Okay, we're not missing anything except the ground. So I'm going to draw a horizon line. When I reach the turkey, I'm going to skip over the turkey and then continue. I'm going to add some like small lines to show the texture like that. Because I used permanent marker, I can erase up my pencil lines. You guys are not going to erase it, okay? This is a privilege if you had used a marker. And once you are done, what we're going to do is we will color the background with the crayon. Okay, I'm going to take a brown crayon for the ground. The turkey is going to be brown and red and black, but I'm going to make the ground also brown. So I'm going to lightly color the ground. It doesn't matter if some brown gets on the legs of the turkey also, because we will paint over with a darker brown. So the ground is done. Now let's take, maybe you can use purple, maybe you can use blue, maybe you can use pink for the sky, right? Whatever color you want for the sky, go ahead, use that. I'm going to use a purple sky. Purple and blue sky, maybe. I'll put some blue on top. So, and what we'll do is we will color small areas that needs to be colored with the crayon, and then color the rest with. So these, just look for any sky that is you can see behind the turkey. I'm going to now put a little bit of blue to show it's like almost night. Or if you wanted like orange and yellow sky, that would have looked good together. Or pink and purple sky also would look good. Okay, so the sky is done. Now I'm going to color the beak. What color should, let me look up at a picture of a turkey, okay, quickly. Turkey, what color do you have for the beak, mister? It's like a grayish color, purplish gray. Okay, maybe I'll put some this blue on top. And oh, this set of crayons come with gray also, right? This is what you guys had, right? So you can put that gray. For some reason I'm feeling so hot today, though it is not that hot. Do I have a fever or something? I don't think so. So I'm going to put some red here. Okay, so now the rest of the bird, we are going to just use watercolor to color this fellow. Now let's take the watercolor. Where is my watercolor? So we are going to start with red. I'm going to color this fellow's head with red, and then as each step you will see what we are going to do, right? So I'm not explaining what color we are going to use right now. So just put a few drops of water in red, few in yellow, okay, few drops in orange, and a few in black. So these are the colors that we are using: black, brown, yellow, orange, and red. So I'm going to first start with red. Swirl your brush in red to wake the color. I'm going to hold my brush like I hold my pencil. I'm making the outline first. Okay, make your brush stand on the tippy toes, and then when your brush is dry, each time your brush is dry, you're going to dip in the water and go take some more paint. And paint that way. So this is done. I'll put some paint over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my brush quickly. It's like sweeping the floor. Remember, I'm going to take some yellow. Now I'm swirling in yellow. I'm putting some yellow in the back. It's not a yellow bird. I'm just putting some yellow to make the brown a little bit different. Now I'm going to swirl in orange, and I'm going to put some orange also. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is, see where all I put orange. I'm not washing my brush. I'm going to take brown directly, and I'm going to paint the rest of the bird in water. In water, in brown, a little bit over that, and it gives a different sort of brown, right? I'm going over this water. I'm putting a watered down brown, so you can still see orange, a little bit of orange, and brown. Water, a little bit of just water, and then I'm going to blend in on top of the yellow. Only water this time. I didn't dip in the paint. Okay, so that part is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swirl in brown alone. I'm going to put it for the legs. So see that the brush is standing on the tippy toes. Only the tip of your brush is touching, because we don't want this is a narrow area that you're painting, right? So it needs to be like pointy. Use only the tip. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to paint this feather. Again, just even if your brush is dry, don't dip in water. We want it to be nice and bright. So you are just swirling your brush in the paint. Okay, so then Next, what we're going to do is I'm going to swirl my brush. I'm not washing my brush right now. I'm swirling in black. Black is a strong color, so it will be fine. And I'm going to now dip in water. Oh, everything is super bright. Okay. I'm going to take some brown now. I'm going to now spread. I think it was too strong of a black. I did swirl it too much. So I'm just dipping in water and spreading this out. Oh God, it should not be this black. Actually, I wanted actually this color. I woke a lot of color, I guess. Okay, now I'll have to the turkey. Sometimes there are like brown turkeys, there are black. This ended up looking like a black. Or what I don't like with this is you won't be able to see the details if it is super dark. Can you see that? Here you can see the details. This one you can't. That's what I didn't like. No, I will color the entire thing the same way. Add some more water and spread it to the middle. Okay, maybe I will come back and do something later. So this part I'm going to add only a little bit of, let me do that over here. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm adding a few drops of water onto this side, taking a teeny bit of black and mixing, so you'll get a nice gray. We add a little bit more water. I want it to be gray, not black. Maybe I could add a little bit of purple to it to make it like a bluish gray. But I like the gray that we got here, so we are fine. I'm going to use the same gray that we created over here. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little bit more purple to the gray that we made, and I'm going to add that to this set of wings. Got that? So with that, actually we are done. Let me put a teeny bit of purple on the beak also on top of that. Here what I will do when this is dry is, when it dries, this will become lighter. You would have noticed that, right? So then when it becomes lighter, maybe then you will be able to see the details. Okay, in case it is still not visible, I will put another layer of lines on top, so that way it'll be fine. Okay, or in case you want to make it a little brownish, you can now still go to brown and then paint on top. But if your paper is too wet, please don't paint now, because it is going to rip your paper. Okay, I think, see, I think I can see the lines when I added brown. See the lines appearing now? I think you wouldn't have this problem because you used crayons, right? So crayons will push away the paint and you would be still able to see. So let me see how it looks after it dries. I can see now the lines are getting visible. So when it dry, the lines would be even more visible, I hope. So if you want, you can just add more lines like this on your brown lines, just brown lines. Okay, so we are done for now. So what I want you guys to do is clean this up before you close it. Take a paper towel and wipe this side clean. and then wait for the paint to dry. Wash your brush really well before you put it back. So I'm like sweeping the floor and then wiping on this rim, and then I put it to the side. If the paint has splashed or something, you are going to wipe that also clean. Once it dry, you can close it. Okay, so once you guys are done cleaning, you can take a picture of your finished work and email it to me in the email address that I'm putting at the end of the video. So I would like to see how your turkey turned out, right? So till we meet next time. Oh, before I go, let me wish you guys a fabulous Thanksgiving. Hope you have a fabulous time with your family. So till we meet next time, bye bye.